Good news in today from the Reserve Bank. The OCR has been adjusted southwards to the tune of 50 basis points down to 4.25%. That's pretty much right in line with market expectations. There was some argument for 0.25 and equally some argument for 0.75, but I think the Reserve Bank's played a pretty safe bet here and actually doing the right thing by reducing interest rates by a decent amount to ensure some much needed oxygen is pumped back into this economy. We'd expect to see the banks reduce their floating rates by the full impact of the OCR change, so you should see that come through. But the wholesale pricing markets, which underpin ultimately the bank's fixed rate pricing structures, have already factored some of this expectation into their current settings already. So I wouldn't expect to see the full movement of the OCR adjustment into the fixed rate pricing. Currently, we've been seeing around 5.79% fixed 1 year across most banks. We'd expect to see that go, hopefully south of 5.5. So it will definitely assist mortgage affordability across the board. And maybe we'll see one bank really take the bull by the horns and smash out something really exciting like a 1 year 4.99 fixed rate special offer to try and grab a decent slice of this changing market. Well, it's certainly all very much part of the tonic the property market is looking for, but don't expect too much in terms of property price changes just quite yet. Last Friday, I had the privilege of catching up with the realestate.co.nz General Manager Vanessa Williams, and she shared with me a few insights and stats. So firstly, property values across New Zealand have been stagnating for a wee while now at around $850,000. And interestingly, stock levels are certainly the conversation of the day. End of October, 31st October, total properties listed for sale across New Zealand, 32,000. Fast forward just 3 weeks to 21st of November, that number increases to 35,000, so about a 10% uplift in just 3 weeks. And though we haven't seen the likes of those numbers since 2015. So right now, we are sitting on a poultice of stock for sale across the country. I guess offsetting that is certainly there's a lot more shoes at the open home. So buyers and potential buyers are really having strong, engaged conversations with real estate agents. So that's certainly happening. And then some of the sub-markets, the first home buyers market, that's strong. Around 27% of all sales are through to first home buyers. And they're not afraid to borrow to do it either. So I think 35 to 40% of all purchases in the first home buyer space are doing so with less than 20% deposit, meaning they have to pay a premium for that privilege. But they know that the buying time is pretty strong and they're very keen to get amongst the market. The investment property market, through some tax legislative setting improvements rather recently, we're starting to see some decent green shoots of activity around that space, so they're coming back into the market. And certainly those people looking to simply do a trade up on their property or looking to who have outgrown their existing property, might not be the best time to sell, but they appreciate that the opportunity to buy is really, really strong, so they can see the value in the move. So overall, there's some really, really active market happenings. All in all, I wouldn't expect to see any adjustments again in the property market for probably 6 months. So whilst we get through that active listing and buyer sort of engagement, and then maybe get through some of that stock, you'd possibly expect to see a little bit of upward pressure on property from there. Expected future further OCR softenings is still pretty much a dead cert as the Reserve Bank Governor looks to keep the economy perched at that mid-range inflation point of 2%. So that truly is his focus. What still remains to be seen is just how much more easing there will be, and by when. So certainly more OCR reductions are expected, with the next one due mid-February. So further softening is definitely forecasted. In the meantime, it's all about what does your mortgage expectations and settings look like. For the team here at Haven, we'd really, really love the opportunity to help you navigate your next fixed rate rollover, to just simply review and make sure your mortgage settings are as optimal as they possibly could be, or to help you navigate your next property move or purchase or change. So that's all for me. Thanks for your time. Have a great day.